It is Monday, February 18th, and this is episode 94 of the Bull Market Watch. I suppose we should have some intro music here. We'll start off with a disclaimer. This is not investment advice, just a market review. And I'd like to say thank you for everybody who turns up to do these live streams and for everybody who's been watching them afterwards. We're getting lots of new subscribers. So if you're one of the 55% of the people who are watching and haven't subscribed yet, click on subscribe. What we're going to do today is go through all the cryptocurrencies and we're going to grade them all against our trading plan. And we're going to see how bullish or bearish the market is. We see that with the last couple of days, we've got some nice changes to the bullish before Bitcoin broke out. Here again, we got the advanced warning. So now I'm interested to see after the scan how much further we go into the bullish territory. And this live stream is going to be amazing. I can't wait to go through all the stuff and see what's going on with these life-changing opportunity markets. They really are crazy life-changing. Let's start off with Ardor. And we're going to say Ardor is still an alert. It hasn't come up quite high enough for this trading signal to say that it's bullish enough to say that it would be a buy. Basic attention token. We had it as a buy because it broke out of this 1, 2, 3 bottom formation, but we were looking on the 12-hour bar formation and it's still doing good. It's still a hold. Let me tune in over here before I get too rolling on this. Here, just on time. Great to see you, J. Adams Stirk. You're new. First time I've seen you commenting, or first time I mentioned it. Yes to crypto. Red 5 standing by. Great to have you here. AOL Chanda, another regular. Awesome to have you along. We're zipping along here. Let me double check. I am not showing the stream properly. Wonder what monitor that is looking at. Well, I can do this one and switch these around. Does that work? Yes. Woo! Super chat from Professor Wally made me jump in my seat. Thank you very much, Professor Wally. I called it. That's why we watch. Sometimes I call it, sometimes I don't call it, but it's your risk control as you're getting into these trades that makes the difference, not so much the buys and the sells. And you know what? On my screen here, I still don't see the chat box showing up properly. I don't get it. There's still settings in this thing that I don't understand. Well, the show must go on, and I must say that the significant trades there should be showing up and doesn't seem to be either. I will shut them off then. Shut them off. Shut that down. Oh, that stays on. I'll be right with you guys. I just gotta gray back. Now, I'm going to expand this chart so we get a little bit more territory on the chart. Now I'll continue. I apologize for that. I don't know what's going on with the thing. Awesome. So we are on basic attention token in our run through. BCH ABC, I didn't call properly. It is a 1, 2, 3, and it did actually do a pretty good move, but the moving averages haven't crossed over for us yet, so it may be a fake out breakout. And oh, we did have it as an alert, I guess. Well, it's in the wrong spot now. I have to get used to it being over there. All right, that's BNT. What are we looking at? ABC. So we can say we had it as an alert. I have to just listen to what my trading system is, because sometimes my opinion is different than my trading system, and my trading system has to always win. Banker network token we had as an alert, and it's moved up, so we'll mark that as a hold, as something that we would have purchased. It went up past our alert signal. Hey Eric, good to have you along. You know what, that reminds me, how do I do that? There, I just made GBU Wally a wrench holder as one of the donators here. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You get a wrench. And sorry, I got distracted by our Discord chat. BCHSV. Still not looking good. Two bottoms not crossing over here. So I guess I can call it neutral. It's not like it's failing. BCN predictions before I open it up. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. But you know, just the littlest tick up, and that makes a whole change to this momentum. It's probably going to do something, and I don't have any. BTC we had as an alert for the last 3 days, and look what happened. Yay! We had it as an alert, but we were much more specific over on the other channel. I have a channel called youtube.com/C for channel /Bitcoin trading. I've had it for a long time, but now I've started to do daily reviews of just Bitcoin. And this is pretty awesome to see this pattern shaping up. You can go over and check out that video for a more detailed view of Bitcoin. And I go over the same things each day. I try to take it less than 7 minutes to go over just the details inside Bitcoin. And for this channel, what we're doing is just trying to get the overall bullishness and bearishness of the market. BTS is our next one. M. Babs, good to have you here. Usually you get the wrench is a bad thing. Yeah. Oh my, this is, if you were to compare a chart to a really good barbecue, a really nice, whatever you like to have barbecued, this is it. This chart is fantastic. And so I want to put it double green, but we are already just getting the bullishness of the market, and this is bullish. This one we say is still an alert. It hasn't gone up to bullish territory yet. It's right on, standing right on the side. BTC is making me proud today, sitting on large profits. High five, large profits. I love large profits. I want to hear your profit stories. If you've heard something here and you've ended up doing some research and you found that this kind of formation was something you wanted to take action on because of a seed of information that you got here, I would love to hear your success stories. That is the most important thing. And you know what? Over the next 6 months, there should be a whole library of success stories. This has a huge bull shape to it, but the moving averages haven't crossed over. It gives us a bigger 1, 2, 3 bottom. I already have it marked as a hold. Okay, so I zoomed in quite a bit. And I'd have to say that wasn't a simple trading plan entry. It was a little bit more of a 1, 2, 3 bottom on the 4-hour bar maybe, to have jumped in on something that moved out like this. And it's okay. You know, it's not bad. So long as you start off with a small bit of your trade and then add on to it later in the trend. There's going to be lots of time to add on to it. Where are we? Next, we're going over to Dash, which has been a hold for a while. We saw this 1, 2, 3 bottom shaping up. It was said, I'm going up, so we got some. It's going to be a hold for a while unless something drastic happens. We'll just be holding and holding this. We'll have to have a time. There will be a time as we go day by day when there's profits to be taken. So alert here, still an alert just because, you know, there's another pre-pump candle there. Let's bring in some indicators. If we look at this one, we can see on balance volume is positive here at the end. As this is going flat for a while, the volume has changed. There's many different indicators that are going to show this is ready to change and go directions. So that's why it is marked as an alert, but hasn't moved up high enough yet to be a buy in our simple trend change following trading plan. Okay, I continue on Digibyte. Your 6-year-old bought VTC because he heard it right here. I'm at 8,400 sats and out at 17,007. It was the one he liked the most. Wow. You got in at 84 and got out at 177. Those are some nice profits. I like that. Those are delicious. This is looking good. I like this chart formation. It is not a simple trading plan trading formation yet, but this kind of triangle on this kind of consolidation is looking pretty great. On another consideration, you could zoom into a different time zone and you would see this is a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation. It's already broken out. Now we have a 1, 2, here's our number 3 spot, and a break above this level would coincide with the break of this overall triangle and downtrend. Whoops. So this 1, 2, 3 bottom right here, 1, 2, 3, and a break above this would coincide with all of these technical levels. So when you see a consolidation like that, it changes the risk to reward ratio of the formation. You can get in at this little wee point, and by the time it comes down a very little bit, you know you're wrong. So then you'll recognize a fake out breakout right away. Because of the shape of this point of the triangle, it gives you a nice clear spot to be able to make a trading decision and to get out at a small damage, then to add on if you're correct, so that you're bigger when you're winning and smaller when you're losing. So this is a great chart, and you know what? I can only mark it as neutral for the simple trading plan. The simple trading plan is trying to get you to stay away from the fake out breakouts that often occur. And we've seen them all the way through December and into January. They're sting a lot of traders who get in on the look of the great prices, but it's right that they just as things turn around and come back down. So the simple trading plan has the 12-hour bar perspective, so that you have to wait for these exponential moving averages to cross over. And that makes you have to wait for a larger, bigger 1, 2, 3 bottom formation. Stops getting into some of these jump outs that move. You know, this is a great example here. If you had bought in too late and then it goes down, hits your stop loss, timing is really important. Let me know. Go on to Dogecoin, which I'm very excited about. I was very excited about better the other day, but now that it's pulled back, we've got a more clear spot that should it break above this level, we know it's a buy. Should it break below these levels, we can just wait. So it's giving us a nice clear consolidation. That's awesome. So the best I can do is give it as neutral. EOS. Now this is one we've done really well on here, right? We identified this chart pattern. We saw that it was a breakout. It was a buy signal in a couple different ways. And now it's taking off. What we would do is just move our stop, I would keep my stop loss down in these levels here and just wait now. The market has proved us correct. There's nothing to do. This is the most important thing. When the market proves you correct, there's nothing to do. Your job is done. Now the market's job is to take over and show you how correct you are. You got to wait. Hold those winners. Don't take profits. Ethereum Classic. So the fake out breakouts are killers. They really are a piss off, really. Anyway, Ethereum, that continues to be a hold. Ethereum Classic, we said, was a hold yesterday, and I'm going to put it back to an alert. We're not actually trading it here. We're just looking at bullishness or bearishness indicator. Tomorrow it could go back into a hold status if it starts to break higher, but I was a day early on that. This one we've had as a hold for a while because we recognized a consolidation and a takeoff spot there. Now, of course, it's wonderful and doing even better. We zoom out to far enough away that we can see what great technical levels it's actually breaking out of here. It's crazy. I'm going to go to the 3-day view, and I don't do this often, but I want to see where these moving averages are far enough apart that this looks like a little 1, 2, 3 bottom formation shaping up. This is a small bottom formation in a very large beginning. It is huge. You really want to hold on to your Ethereum. right now. I don't know if it's time to buy. There may be consolidations and stuff like that that give you a better buy entry spot. This could be the best time to buy. It may never come back down here. Who knows? I'm glad I've got some and I'm in position on that. Now, if you want to know the trading system that we are talking about here all the time, where is my streaming software? Oh, I see that's been buried. Oh, I switched sides with it. Be sure to go over to IntroToCryptos.ca. Click on, there's a registration form right there that you can register on. Then click on the free course and get going. You can get the course itself and you get the spreadsheet that we're working with here in this as well. And it's free. And if you'd like to make some money with crypto, you can sign in. You get a referral code. If you refer people to get this free training code, later, if they upgrade to our course or our alerts program, you can earn money. And so you don't have to be selling anything. You can just send people to the free training if you think it's good. Factum, down, down, down we're going. We're looking at the 12-hour bars, and it's sagged off important levels, and we had that as a near fail here for a while, so I'm going to put it as a fail. Boom. I don't know what's going on with this. I had it neutral, then I had it in alert. I'm going to put it neutral again here. It's such a, like I say each time, it's got such a little bit of trading history that it's hard to do technical analysis on it. You got to have some of that history. So that's more of a gamble the more it's like that. Game, I'm waiting for this to pick up, but it's actually looking like it's going to fade lower from here. So I'll leave it neutral for now. Gas had popped up, and what did it do? It popped up and pulled right back. So this is one of these times that at the beginning of these markets, at the beginning of the bull trend, we're going to be seeing these kind of explosive moves and a big pull back down. So we don't want to get caught up in these FOMO moves. We want to step back and use these filters. So we're waiting for the break of the downtrend line. We're waiting for the 1, 2, 3 bottom formation and the trend line breakout. Tough thing is, it happens even when you put all these filters together. So when I'm looking at the 12-hour bars, the moving average is back and forth so often that I have to step back to the 1 day. When I zoom into the 1 day, that moving average is almost crossing but isn't yet. So that would help prevent me from jumping in on something that's too quick. And then the market has given me that warning. It's pumping. It's going to go much higher. If you had purchased in at a good price here, it's okay to hold and wait for this one, in my view. I think this is going to be going much, much higher. And this is, I was, in my mind, in my conspiracy theory, this is a bull or an institution seeing how many Bitcoin of coin there is up above the market in the order books. And they say, okay, we've got $10 million. I see there's $10 million worth of coins. Let's just scoop them all up. Buy, 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 buy. And they stop. And then a week later, they come in and they go buy, 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 and they stop. And they're waiting now for the order books to fill up. It's like waiting for that water drum to fill up with all the leaking water. And as soon as it gets full enough, they just go chum, 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 chum. They buy it all up and they stop and they sit. This isn't money that they need. It's extra money. They don't need to spend this money. They can sit on it. They can make this money work for them, and they can take 12, 18 months and look back at the investment profit from this in a much longer term. And so should we be, even if we're just putting in $2 into this, and then think of the much longer term. So sit on your hands on this. And now that once you get a position in here, we're going to go over this day by day by day, and it gets to be difficult to sit on your hands when things are moving. So there'll be a time where we're talking about, right now we're talking about look and buy, look and buy. There'll be a time we're talking about look at this top formation, look at this. So just sit on your hands for now on all of these things. They're great. Okay, let me go back. That was a long one. I'm going to leave it as a hold. GNT. Okay, let me go back. Aaron White says, is this ex-Lombard City? Yep. This project started out as Lombard City. Lumbridge is actually a place in RuneScape where when you got killed in the game, you would regenerate, your character would regenerate at Lumbridge City. And so everybody who played the game RuneScape knew that word, Lumbridge. They knew Lumbridge City. So when I made this game, the website, it was for reference to the game, which has no bearing at all on cryptocurrencies. But everybody understood Lumbridge City when we were playing RuneScape, and the purpose of the website was to teach kids how to trade 1, 2, 3 bottom formations on items trading on the Grand Exchange inside the game. And I became a billionaire inside the game within a couple of years by trading this way. And I learned how long it takes for these things to move. Even after there's an announcement made, it takes months for these things to actually play out. And we will see that same thing happening now. Golem network token. What did I mark that as last time? An alert? I'm going to leave it as an alert. I'm going to make it go a little higher before I turn it into green. And you know that this trading system works in cryptocurrencies fantastically, and I recognized it right away as soon as I saw cryptocurrencies. Hunter coin, this is actually consolidating pretty nicely now, but I still don't like it. Hunter coin is probably very thinly traded, wouldn't have very much liquidity. Kyber network token. What do we have? That was as an alert. Let's get these green candles to deepen a little bit. I'll leave it as an alert, which is still measured as bullish. But this one we had as an alert. I'll leave it as an alert. Maybe I'll put it back to neutral. Just we're getting the measurement correct. Loom, because we're not actually trading it. Loom, neutral. I want it to be higher than that, a little bit more, and I can make it an alert. Lisk we had as an alert, and it is making a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation and breaking out of here. Where's the 12-hour bars? Moving averages are almost crossing over, so I'll have to leave it as an alert still until they cross over. Litecoin, of course, is still a hold, and it's not going to do this pullback. Oh, maybe it'll do this, but there's still time. But it's sure looking strong right now. I want to just take a second to do the 3-day bars here that I did on Ethereum. Doesn't look as massive as Ethereum, but I'm believing this is going to go up to $800 to $1,000 per coin within the next 12 to 18 months. We'll see. 1 second here. Oh my goodness. Look at this chart. I feel like the boy who cried wolf, because I've been talking MadeSafe coin for so long. Oh, we're looking at the 3-day view. No wonder it looks so delicious. This is like, wow, what a chart. Let's go to the 1-day view and look at this consolidation here. I'm going to make this an alert. Where is my, there we go. Hold for this one and alert for MadeSafe coin. And if it breaks out of this triangle, we're taking that. This is really a big triangle. It's a really amazing chart pattern. This is a fantastic moment. I just love to see these moments. This is that fantastic well-cooked barbecue with a really great glass of red wine. Mana, can't do much with it here. I keep going to the wrong side. Nav coin we had as an alert, and it's going to stay as an alert for if it breaks out of this massive triangle. If it breaks out of that to the upside, we'll call that a hold. Right now we'll say it's an alert. Name coin, I put it to neutral. I'm going to put it back to a near fail. How did I get it to neutral? NXT, it's still alive. I don't get it. I'm not researching it. I didn't read up on it, but it's still going. So I was a gamer. Now I'm a cryptoer. This is my game now. I used to play RuneScape, and even when I played RuneScape as a gamer, I stayed by the Grand Exchange, and I just stood there in the game, and I was trading items all the time. I was looking at price charts and selling this and buying that, and working my way up to become a billionaire. And I also was doing the website, and I was doing the videos, because I knew that I wouldn't be just doing this trading inside a game forever. I knew that this was a skill that I would be using for the outside world, and I knew it would be in stocks and commodities, and I'd work my way up to it. And when I found cryptocurrencies, I was, it was done. It was a marriage made in a second. As soon as I saw it, I was completely down the rabbit hole. I'm going to put this as I guess I'll leave it as neutral. But it should be bearish, though. That should be a bearish measure. Pascal also stays a bearish measure. Pascal. Next one. Poly. I'll just take a look at it. Still, and not very much history looking down. Potcoin is not here anymore. Quantum, look at this. It made this little 1, 2, 3 bottom. We were identifying this. What chart is this? 12 hour, 4 hour, 1, 2, 3 bottom, consolidation pattern, build up, and up it goes. We'll put that as a hold, where PPC is still a near fail. If there are 0 buy orders on the markets for your coin, what is your coin worth? You know it. 0 times X equals 0. I had a friend who was promised some millions of coins and he got them transferred to him, and he came over to me and had me check these coins out to see if they were worth anything. He was told that they were going to be worth $1 per coin, and he had, like, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of them. It was supposed to be a big financial deal. And I went and researched them, and they were worth 0. They may be worth $1 one day, but not now. Anyway, rep. Rep, what did I have it as? Well, we still have it as a hold because it's still way above our entry point, but it's not looking like a buy right now. That little tick down kind of is not good. But we got in early, way down here, so we maybe want to tighten our stop loss up if you were considering this. And I think I will when we're doing this now. What are we looking at? 4 hour. I have to go to the 12 hour. If this moving average crosses, that's called a cold fish, and we'll say that we got out of the trade. We'll make it wait until the 12-hour moving averages cross over. And it is going to lose us some profits by waiting for that. And we'll talk more about that later, because there's some options in how we do that, and I'll talk about that. SBD is unknown to me, but now it's looking like a top formation. I'm just going to put it neutral. It was looking like it was going to break higher, but if it breaks higher, it's a buy. If it breaks lower, that would be a sell. Right now, it's in between. Saya coin. Show Dougie a little bit of love and smash that like button. Yes, indeed. If you find this stuff helpful, I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the subscribes even more. It's great. Hit the alarm button. I come on at 6 p.m. each day to do this one, and I do it 6 a.m. each day on the other channel. I do the Bitcoin trading one. Saya coin, I love the coin. Best I can give it is neutral, and I got to give it a near fail. It's more bearish than bullish, so I can't give it neutral. It's right on the bottom edge, at the lowest of the lows. So I want to give it more. I like the coin, but no. SNT, not bad. What did we say? I'm going to leave it neutral, and maybe as it gets closer up to this green line we have here, I'll make it an alert. If it breaks above that green line, we'll make it a hold. Steam, we've said is a green. Yeah, I'll keep it as a green, even though it's pulled back a little bit. That's still within tolerance levels. If I was to be getting to that trade myself, I'll leave it hold. If it starts to come back more, then we'll call it a cold fish. Yeah, it will wait. And the cold fish is a blue color. Storage, of course, we've been watching this for a while. We gave it a buy signal, and then a couple days after that, off it went. Huge. Just so delicious. So this kind of thing, when it happens, either you're going to take your profits when it hits 60%, you're going to take part of your profits, and you're going to be planning to put all that profit back into this trade when it comes back down. These markets are just at the beginning of the bull trend. If you get a move like this and you can take some profits and you wait till it gets, put that money right back in there. That market is giving you a blessing there and giving you a chance to be able to increase your position when you're right. So you're going to have a bigger position when you're correct. And over the next 6 to 8 weeks, you're going to make much greater profit by having been there for this retracement and to have played that correctly. Other than that, put your stop loss just above your entry, sit on your hands. Let this one do its thing. It's going to be rocky, but it's going to go way, way higher in time. STR or XLM in most other places. It's a pretty rough looking chart. And if we zoom into the 3-month view and we're looking at our moving averages, it's going to be a while before this one gives this trading signal an entry. This trading signal will not like this for a while. It's got some turning around to do. All right, here, this is looking better. And when the prices move above this 25.2, it's probably going to give us a buy signal because this moving average will cross over. But you know what? I got to put it back to neutral. I can't leave it as an alert. It's just not looking alert enough. This one, I'm going to leave it as neutral again. It should be pressing up against the top level if it's going to keep its alert status. Viacoin. Wow, even this one was a hold. It goes back to alert status. No, I'm going to leave it hold. I would still be holding that for my own part. Where at this point, I would give it the benefit of the doubt and I would still hold it because I'm starting off with a small bit of my position to begin with. So that if I do lose 12, 15% on it, it's still only a part of my position. All right. Now, VTC, I'm expecting it'll be green. Yes, even though it's punched up and pulled back a lot like this, here again, this is what I call the popcorn strategy. We expect prices to pop up and drop right back down, just like it's popcorn. And so you purchase in when it's at these lows and making the consolidation, and you layer out your sell orders way above the market, and you wait, just like a spider in the web, and you wait. When it does do this and you get tagged and it hits one of your orders, you wait, and when the price comes back down, you increase the size of your position. So it only happens at the very beginning of the bull market, at the very foothills. After this, the market gets wise to it. After this, we have a whole bunch of people that FOMO'd in at the top, and as prices come up a little bit, they dump onto that to try to get some of their money back. They think this market is toast. They want to get rid of their losses. So the more often this happens, the less volatile it is afterwards. This only happens at the very beginning, and we are at that very beginning right now, all over the place. Whoops, I screwed up the chart. So that's a great example. And I love going through these because it gives us the opportunity to look at different examples for everything. A swing trader's dream. Our trend trading, not so much. We don't want to get into this. But a swing trader would be lapping this up. XEM, they want to buy on the fade like that when it comes back to historical levels. XEM is doing better. It's got a 1, 2, 3 and a bigger 1, 2, 3 shaping up. We're on the 12-hour bar. The moving averages, it's still going to take us a while for this trading system. Another trading system, again, might be in on that trade already. We're going to be more conservative with this and wait for the direction change. This one still is an alert, and it'll be a hold if it breaks above these levels. And I'm telling you, I was poo-hooing all of the privacy coins, but I'm going to have to eat my words. Their chart formations are telling me different. They're not telling me that they are just about to be regulated. They're not telling me that the inside information knows that they are just about to be regulated. They are not telling me that at all now. XPM. Still failing. Near fail. Oh, I don't know what's that market sure got hammered. Ripple. Now this is interesting. I'm going to have to go on a bit of a segue. This is looking like a big frown here, and it's come to these frowns and bounced up. It's come to the frowns and bounced up off of these many times. And this chart doesn't really give us the real view we should be seeing. And I'm going to go to Bitfinex. Mark my favorites. Bitfinex. Right, get rid of this filter. Now I can go through the pairs and look at Ripple, US dollar. Look at the shape of this chart. This chart is looking fantastic. We have all sorts of support. We have a fantastic 1, 2, 3 bottom formation. Our moving average is almost crossing over. The breakout is on its way. It's happening. Then we go to XRP BTC, and it looks terrible. It looks like it's just about to crash. It's going to die here. But that is the wrong view. The reason it looks so different is because we're comparing against Bitcoin, and this one's comparing against the US dollar. So if I bring up Bitcoin in the background here, ta-da, there's a spread between Bitcoin and Ripple. And you can see here, the spread has increased. Bitcoin, if we were comparing two runners sprinting ahead on a track, Bitcoin is the one runner that is ahead. So there's a distance between runner 1, Bitcoin, and runner 2, Ripple. So if we're measuring number 3 against the finish line, we're going to see where number 3 really is. If we measure number 3 against the other two, then we lose the relative space. You know, it's all relative. And right now, Ripple BTC looks worse only because Bitcoin is going up faster than Ripple. Ripple's going up, but Bitcoin's going up faster. And so when we switch back here and we see that Bitcoin is going up that much faster than Ripple US dollar, that's why Ripple Bitcoin is going down. But overall, it's really actually going up. And this is a tough one to trade. You really can't be going short on this market, even though it looks so terrible. And since I've put this into, I'm going to take this out of the near fail, and I'm going to give it at least neutral, and it should be an alert actually. But it doesn't match an alert for the 1, 2, 3 bottom formation for the simple trading plan. The Ripple US dollar does though. You can see this, how it's matching perfectly. We've got the 1, 2, 3. We've got the moving average crossover. It's broken the downtrend line recently. All of the 3 requirements are in place for our trade, but that's Ripple US dollar. Anyway, poloniex, Ripple, filter. Now, changes our answer on Ripple there. Zcash, we're down to the last couple, then we get to update our chart. It's going to give us a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation here, so I can give it a neutral, but it's not yet. ZRX, it's probably going to give us a bottom formation too, but not yet. I can give it a neutral. Now I can switch this back to our chart, and now I'm going to copy and paste the formula. That was anticlimactic. A little bit more green, a little bit less yellow, a little bit more orange and red. So not much change. I was expecting a lot more change. I was expecting to see some really big, like a big jump in, but that was not what I was wanting to see. I was wanting to see much more than that. But we'll keep tuning in every day, and we will have the definitive, quantifiable, measurable evidence that the bull market is indeed underway. And more importantly, we're going to have that evidence of when the bull market is running out of steam. Where did that come from? Music just played in the background, just made me jump out of my seat. There was something on the screen. I don't know what it was. I don't see it in the chat, but there was some music played and it scared the dickens right out of me. Okay, anyway. Does Ripple have a fiat gateway? Not, well, probably. Yes. Coinbase. Sure. There's probably a lot of places where you could go US dollar to Ripple. But I can't help you there. I don't know that. Let's jump back into Bitcoin. Jump into the 5-minute bar. Jump into the 1-minute bar. We are doing some moving. Now I want to take a look at the 4 charts overall. So we're seeing, hey, what's this? A green candle in Stellar? Stellar's making a great potential bottom formation, but not yet for our simple trading plan. Litecoin, what are we doing here? Okay. Bitcoin is making moves to new highs right now. That is awesome. I don't know where it's going to go, but I thought it would be running out of steam by now, actually. And it's got quite a bit of volume moving into that. So some of the rest of the markets are also going to be stepping up on that for sure. If you've got any markets you'd like me to take a look at, put them in there. Put them in the chat and I'll open up those ones. We can see some of the biggest movers over on Binance right now. 25%, 20% on EOS. That's one of the ones we nailed. Awesome. IOST, Wings. I thought they got delisted. Sub also got delisted, but off the bottom they will bounce. Hot. Bitcoin Gold, ADA is starting to show some great patterns. There are some really great markets here shaping up on Binance. All of those cryptos are also making phenomenal bottom formations. Look at this. This is going to be breaking above. There's no stopping this one. This has got some real volume. This is the first time we've got this kind of volume in buying in quite a while. All the way along. Great. We're going to see some follow through on this. Fantastic. Fun, please. Hey, neotenoid. Thoughts on Grin? I can't have any thoughts on Grin. For me, it's like flipping a coin. It's complete gambling. I would have to go to CoinMarketCap, first of all, and read on it and find out what is it. Why would poloniex list it? And I respect it if they are listing it, but then I can't do technical analysis on it when there's only a few days of chart pattern. So if I would have to go read up on it, go to their website, look at their social media, go and look at the markets they're trading on. It's got $3,700 Bitcoin, so 14.7 million of market cap. $14 million market cap and $20 million trading volume in the last 24 hours. So I really have to stand back from that trade. I got to wait for it to find a bottom formation and settle in. There'll be a time of excitement, there'll be a time of dumping, and there'll be a time of boredom as the project is moving along. And then there'll be a time where the project is actually building up to getting ready to launch, and the insiders will know it, and they will build for us a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation naturally. And as it does, then I'll be looking at Grin. So all those new coins are, if it takes off, it's off without me. I can't do it. I want XVG to move. I have a small position there just because emotional attachment to XVG. I have some attachment to some coins, and those are the coins I've done the worst on. The coins I could care less about. I buy in on the right chart formation and I sell out at the chart formation. I don't give it a notice. I don't care. The coins, I really believe in the project. I hold on to them past my trading signals. And I've written trading journals about it, the psychology of holding on to these losing trades, trying to write to my future self so that when I'm in that position again, and I will be, that I can say, hey, wait a second now, do you recognize this? Now take a different action. Fun. Well, I just got to look at ADA because it's right there. Look at that. This is a great trend continuation, 1, 2, 3 breakout right there. One of our alerts for our alert service. And look at the massive 1, 2, 3 bottom formation this is breaking out of at the same time. Huge. Fun. Like, so huge. I just love looking at these. Here's a 26% loss on one of our trades. Look at this beautiful formation shaping up. The moving average crossed over. Prices got in there. It took off. And if I was trading it, I would have moved my stop loss up above my entry right away. So I would have got stopped out at a small profit. But for our trading alerts afterwards, I am just doing the mathematics saying that if you had bought here and you had just left it, waiting for the prices to come back to our initial emergency stop loss, this is what would have happened to you. So that strategy of after you put on a trade, those first few minutes, those first few days, the first few hours are so critical to the rest of your trade. It's killer. But fun is no fun at all. It's down to historical lows here. There's nothing to do here but wait. It'll come, baby, but it's got a long ways to go. There's nothing doing here. It had some good trading volume, but now it's all negative, negative, negative. So no fun in this city. It's down to historical lows. It's broken down past the lows from August, right? September and October down to new lows, then into December, January, into even more new lows. So there's other markets that have held their August, September, October, November. They held in November and December and January and February, and now they're breaking higher. Those are the markets to be watching for. Those are the ones to be really just go through every market, every chart, and write a list of the ones that match and narrow it down. That voice is great. I should be a narrator. I could narrate things. Look at this taking off right now. This is so awesome. Love, love, love it. To recognize it, to write it down, to see the patterns. And you know what? This pattern works over and over and over again because the markets absolutely, without fail, they have to create a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation when a downtrend changes to an uptrend. And you can argue with me, but you'll be wrong. There'll be more than 9 times out of 10, there'll be a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation at every single trend change turnaround. So if you get skilled at these 1, 2, 3 bottoms and you get good at seeing them and you know how to do the risk control that goes along with them, it's kick-ass. It's life-changing. It's phenomenal. I'm very excited. Anyway, that wraps us up. We've gone through the whole thing. I could go on and on forever, and I do actually in our Discord chat. So if you want to join in a community that continually talks about this exact strategy in more and more detail, come and join us on our Discord chat. We'd love to have you there and to welcome you aboard. And if you haven't already, of course, go to IntroToCryptos.ca, because as soon as you get to the Discord chat, I'm going to ask you, did you go to IntroToCryptos.ca and get the free training? Did you get that simple trading plan? Don't leave this until a different time. If you've come across this now, there's a reason for it. If you want 2019 to be your best year yet, you'll have to take some action. So start off with the free stuff and start to really absorb this information. Come back again tomorrow. I appreciate having you here. Thank you for joining me on this research. Let's all make some crazy, crazy profits from Bitcoin. Crazy, crazy profits from cryptocurrencies. Very good. I'll see you on Discord. Alrighty, guys. Bye for now.